Good morning. September 5th. It's like 8:30 in the morning. It's a little chilly out this morning. It's like 50 degrees. I'm gonna do 3 hive inspections on the red, blue, and yellow hive. As you can see, there's some goldenrod that's blooming. So primarily what I'm going to be doing today is checking on like honey production in the red and the yellow hive. And then for the blue hive, where we just got our new queen, we are going to just make sure that everything's going okay in there, seeing if we can find the queen, check on the brood, just make sure everything is looking good in all the hives. I'm gonna get my smoker started. I've been having some issues with my smoker the last few times I've been out, and I usually use like those little fighter starters that you can buy at like any like home, hardware store. But I did get a package, and I brought some like little cardboard from the package and some just like brown paper that was also in the package, that I'm going to try to use that and see if that works a little bit better. I don't know, it just seems like it's starting and then all of a sudden doesn't, and I know I'm getting enough oxygen to it, so I don't know if I'm shoving too much stuff in there or whatever, but I'm hoping that this gives me a better smoking experience today. So I'm gonna get my smoker started. I'm gonna get my hood up and then get up there and see what we got going on. Say good morning, girls. Good morning. They're saying it's a little cold this morning. We're not ready to get up. I know, I'm sorry, but it's gonna be windy today, so we gotta come in and check on you all now. So I just wanted to show the power. The reason why having your smoker working well is really important. So obviously this is where my bottom brood box is. I did an inspection and I put my boxes over here on these cinder blocks so they didn't get any stones or grass or anything on the bottom of them. So when I put them back on top, there's nothing obstructing them from not being completely sealed. So the problem is, if you don't have a good working smoker, is when you go to put on your boxes one after another, you're going to start squishing bees, which I don't like to do. So I just wanted to show you how using your smoker really helps you when you go to put back in, to assemble your hive again, and how it really helps, get the bees back in the hive. So when you are setting your boxes back on top, you're really not squishing as many. So you can already see they're all trying to get back into the hive. Obviously you're going to be squishing some, but if the less that you can squish, the better, obviously. And today my red hive is usually my chill hive, laid back. Today they were a little ornery. I think that it's because they're a little low on honey. So they're just, not as happy. Once the nectar flow starts going though, it'll be fine. So right here you can see this little guy emerging out of his cell, chewing his way out. And there's another one right there trying to get out, and they're being taken care of by the nurse bees. And I'm just trying to scan and look for my queen. Okay, so I'm in the yellow hive right now. So I already looked through. There's nothing going on in the super. The second box, there was some brood on some of the frames. So if you remember, when I did the split, I took a little half of the frames from the blue hive and put them in the yellow hive. But when I added the brood box, I alternated empty frames when I added on. So I put brood frames from the bottom brood box to the top brood box to help draw them up to draw out the comb. So you can see they're starting to draw the comb out a little, it's a little slower than I would have liked, but you can see that there are some little larvae in there. So she is trying to lay eggs in some of these empty frames. And you can see that this frame is one that has had existing brood on it. So, she keeps packing that full of eggs and they keep taking care of the brood. So you can just see the difference. So alternating the frames every other just helps them, concentrate on everything instead of just concentrate on the frames that already have wax drawn out. So I've had good luck with it. They seem to be doing fine. Everything seems, they seem to be drawing the comb out on all the frames. I think my goal with the yellow hive this year for the remainder of the year is just get them to fill up both brood boxes, get the wax drawn out on all of it, get it packed full of honey and everything for over winter. I'm not expecting any honey, if at all, out of the yellow hive. And same with the blue hive this year, because they did just re-queen the blue hive. So I'm not expecting any honey. For the blue hive, I'd like them to just fill up the bottom brood box and then maybe a little bit of honey in one of those supers so they can have some honey over winter. And then red hive, obviously, I'm going to try to get them. I'm hoping that they can fill up those 2 supers with honey before the end of the season. I have high hopes. So we'll see. But the 2 bottom brood boxes on the red hive, they're packed full of bees and they seem to be doing fine. Next time I come, I might take off this top brood box in the blue hive to condense them a little bit so they can keep their hive a little bit warmer, especially as fall continues on here. And then I'll see about the yellow hive too, if I should take off the top super or not. But I'd like to see what they can do. I mean, they seem to have a lot of bees in here in the colonies, so I think that they might be able to make some honey, but we'll see what happens. But it's about to get pretty windy here, so I'm done with this inspection for the yellow hive and I'm gonna button up shop here. Till next time.